Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Before We Leave. Hope everyone is doing great today. I know that I am. Today is June the 25th of 2020 and we're jumping right back on into things today. So when we last left off, we got to Venus. We found our new planet, we got settled in over there. And I had mentioned I was going to do a decent amount of work off camera because we were getting into those repetitive situations where we're doing a lot of the same things that we've done before. You know, get to a new island, get to a new planet, set up shop, so on and so forth. Nothing that we haven't seen before. So I did do a decent amount of work on certain things, did some cleaning up, got some new stuff set up on Earth for this episode, and I figured out what we are actually going to do in this episode. So, first and foremost, I came back over to our Mars snow colony here because I realized that one, I left some ancient ruins undiscovered there, and also I realized we are polluting a ton over here. Now it doesn't really matter that much, we don't have anything here that it would affect necessarily, but it will not make our peeps happy having all this pollution around. So I want to discover this, and then what we'll do is we'll put a cleaner over here. And we might even need to upgrade some of our housing to apartments because we're getting close to a max capacity on all of the workstations that we have here. So first and foremost, let's discover this. Let's explore it. Let's see what's going on. An ancient ruin, explored at your own risk, waiting to be explored. So we do have one person on it. There he goes. Is he wearing a little hat? I think he was wearing a little hat. But there we go. He is discovering that ancient ruin there. And there it is gone. Oh no, what is that? An ancient ruin, your peeps are investigating. Suddenly collapses with terrifying roar. A huge metal beast bursts out of the ruins. The peeps have barely time to spot... Okay, I need to read this before everything happens. Barely have time to spot the M1N-O-T-R, the Minotaur. Branded on its side before they scurry home in terror. Research training ground to create wrestlers to defeat the Minotaur and give your peeps some peace. Holy smokes. Okay, so now we have to make training grounds. We have to research training grounds, right? Yeah, training grounds down there. Okay, but I don't think we can actually do anything right now, can we? Or are they going to be in chaos this whole time? Yeah, this guy's just going to keep running around the island causing havoc. Makes the most annoying sound. I need to turn it down on my end. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to go away. He just keeps going around causing chaos. Alright, let's bump that down. I guess we need to go back to our first island here because we have all our research going here. We got to kick this into gear. We need some training grounds going. And I don't know if we want... I mean, I guess we have to put training grounds on that island because that's where the Minotaur is at. I was not planning on doing that, but unfortunately I think that's our only option because he is over here causing chaos. So maybe we'll get that put in somewhere. Where would we have good space? I mean, we could probably stick some training grounds right there. Or maybe way out here. I wanted to put the scrubber here. But we got to find a place for this training ground. Where can we put this bad boy? I mean, we could take out some of this for our woodcutter and put a woodcutter way out there. This doesn't like to be next to homesteads, farms, or any kind of pollution. I don't think the training grounds will do anything in regards to pollution. No, it doesn't, but we do need potatoes. Are you kidding me? We need potatoes for this? And I don't have any potatoes on this island, of course. That would be my luck, that we would run into a situation where we need some potatoes. Okay, so, well, this was not what I was expecting for this episode. I guess we'll throw potatoes in this one, and we'll get some potato farms up and running here. Where's he at? He's running around over there. Yeah, and I think, unfortunately, we got to stick them out this way. But that's all we can do. We don't really have much space over here, and we got to get a scrubber down to clean up the ground around here. Now, where is the scrubber at? I always forget. There's always so many tabs for us to go through and choose stuff from. And I kind of forget from time to time where we have certain things located at. So there's the scrubber there, but we need tools. We don't have any tools on this island. Are we getting a shipment of tools anytime soon? I thought we had a supply line set up to send tools between here. Yeah, we do. Oof. Okay. But we don't have any tools on our first island. Are we not getting any tools from... We're probably waiting on tools from Earth. Probably. Because we don't have our own... Or we do. No, we do have our own supply of tools here, don't we? But we're out of iron here. At our iron mine, so we can get rid of that. And then we're going to have to set up another one somewhere. We got this one right here we could set up an iron mine at. Alright, iron mine, which we have just enough tools for. Let's get this bad boy here. That should be fine. It's not really gonna... It'll get pollution close to our warehouses there, but that doesn't really much matter. And I thought we do have an iron smelter over here. We do, but we just don't have iron ore. And then we have that here as well to produce the tools, but we just don't have everything we need, unfortunately. We've really been chewing through a lot of our resources, I guess. And I haven't much realized that. So we kind of have to kick things into gear here. Our one idle ship, by the way, is our scout ship from the previous episode when we were trying to discover if there was another island on this planet. And there was not, so there's not too much we can do with that. The Minotaur is returning from the wilderness. Uh-oh. So he was in the wilderness and now he's back causing chaos. He is, yes. I mean, luckily he doesn't destroy anything. But I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the most annoying sound ever. Can we get this up and running? What's taking so long, my guys? I thought we had 2 tools. Do we not have any tools now? I'm guessing we just don't have... We don't have any tools. So we need to go to our system view here. And we need to go to our trade lines. Earth to Mars. Unfortunately, we're going to have to add in some tools. So let's maintain a target of, let's say 15 on Mars. So that'll send some of that stuff there. It's going to take a while because obviously we have to... I think this is already on its way. Yeah, it's already on its way. But it doesn't have anything, unfortunately, so that's going to come all the way out to Mars. And that's the thing, it's going to take different times to get everything to each planet as they move farther away or they get closer to each other. Now we could do more research here. We got salt removal and we have the meeting square. So I guess why not? I mean, realistically, we probably should do these while we have everything. So let's do the research for the salt removal, and then we'll queue up the meeting square as well. And we're slowly but surely getting to the tail end of all the research here. Yeah, all these bad boys over here are not happy because we just don't have resources. Ah, and that's what it is. Okay, so the Minotaur is returning from the wilderness once again. So our gadgeteer can't even make anything unless we have tools here. So we definitely want to have tools. So we got salt removal and meeting squares researched. Our Minotaur is still causing chaos over on our second island here, our snow island. And unfortunately, we're still waiting on our ship to get tools, which is a bit of a bummer, but realistically, everything should work fine once that gets up and running. So I guess we could technically just leave it as is. Unfortunately, we're going to keep getting notifications around it. But we can't really do much else here until we get some tools. So let's head out. Let's head over to Earth. And I'll show you guys what I did off camera. So I did upgrade on this island a little bit. I have 3 apartments now to house more peeps. And then I went ahead and I put in more warehouses over here. I took out a woodcutter we had here. I moved him way over here to this side of the island. And yeah, we have more warehouses here because this is our main hub. I mean, this is where all of our resources are realistically being held. So we just want to make sure that we have enough storage for everything. A lot of the big components like wood, stone, iron, steel, they have their own dedicated warehouse, so it holds up to 120 just in the warehouse alone. So we'll have a good backlog of those bad boys. Now, realistically, I would have liked to organize it a little bit more. It would have been nicer to have them over here set out and just have a whole row of warehouses, which would have been really nice. But I mean, this is how we had started it, and there's no sense in demolishing all of these just to rebuild them and make them a little bit more uniform. But I did take this out over here so that we could add more in. So we have 2 more spots for warehouses here, and then worst case scenario, we could obviously add more that way, since this really is our main area for this. We also have the woodcutter here, which we could take out, and this would free up several areas here. We could probably run the road like so. You know what? I'm actually kind of tempted to do this. So let's nix out, let's nix out all of these. And I'm gonna nix out that. We do have a space whale coming our way, but that's okay. I'm going to loop this like so we can actually get, we could get one here, but then we can't really get any over here. We could put one right here, and that's about it. So actually, would it just make more sense to have it run the way that we were thinking it would be going? And then we could have, what? We'd have 1, 2, 1, 2, and then maybe a third here, probably. That would probably be our best bet. Worst case scenario. So let me get off the road stuff here. And then probably, should we put another, well, because we have 2 woodcutters there doing great work. We could stick another woodcutter over here, just so we have enough wood production going on. Because there is a lot of trees right here that they can pull from. I did go ahead as well and I upgraded these 3 stations here. So we have our steel smelter, which is now automated. We have our automated iron smelter. And then we also have our automated toolsmith. So this is crafting up a bunch of tools. We're getting plenty of resources here, which is awesome. We have tons and tons of resources, which is exactly what we need. And exactly what I want, which is getting a space elevator made. So this just requires some food, but it does require a lot of resources to get going. So we need 10 wood, 30 stone, 40 tools, and 80 steel, along with 10 glass, and it takes some time as well. But this helps protect against certain space whales, which would be perfect for our planet here, because we have our space hub here. I don't want the whales coming in close and destroying, what we've been working so hard to get in place. That would just really, be a big bummer. So I'm thinking we'll try to stick it out here. Now let me take a peek at it again. So really, we would want the road to come just like so, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, and we can have a big space elevator right there. It does not cause pollution, but it does make peeps unhappy. And it does take up a lot of resources, mainly the steel. The steel is going to be the biggest thing. But we're going to get that going because I really don't want more space whales coming towards Earth and taking out, different blocks on Earth. Now, it says it's only effective against the big whales. Or I'm sorry, not the big whales, the smaller whales. But I think regardless, it would be something good for us to have in place. We do have a decent amount of food going on here, and let's take a peek at our food and drink warehouse. We are pretty stored up on, actually we really don't have much food. If I take a look at this, we have a lot of water, but not very much food for whatever reason. We have a couple potato farms, potato field, vegetable field, tea field, and then another vegetable field. We got a lot of tea, that's what we got a lot of, but we don't have much of anything else. So how far away is this causing pollution? Just to there. So we could put in a couple of farms over here to get some more food up and going. So maybe we'll do that. And I'm thinking, do we want to keep doing vegetables? We could keep doing vegetables here. So that doesn't want to be close to any fields, right? Our water source is not happy when it's close to fields. Just animal fields. So it's fine if it's next to normal fields like we're putting up here, normal food fields. And we're sticking with vegetables, so I'll do vegetable, vegetable, and vegetable, and that should give us some good production of vegetables. And do I have that selected here? Meals? No. No. Where's our vegetables? Potatoes? There they are, vegetables. Because I don't think I had that in another warehouse, right? Steel, this is stone, this is just tools, iron ore, glass and fuel. This is just a warehouse that we have clothing and gadgets in, I believe. Right? Yep, gadgets and clothing. And then this one was dedicated to wood. And then finally this one's dedicated to iron. Cool, so we got plenty of fields up and going now. And we really should actually automate some of these ones. And they only take one gadget each. I think we have a decent amount of gadgets on the island, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we have 48 gadgets here because we're sending most of them to this planet. So these will all be upgraded and we'll have plenty of those going. Now let's take a peek and see what else we can do here, because we did unlock a kitchen, which will take vegetables and to make actual meals out of them. So let's get a kitchen up and going. So it does cause slight pollution. The workers will not be happy there, but it's bonuses from being next to warehouses and power generators. So I think our best bet would be to stick it over here where we have pollution already. I think that makes the most sense. And we do have a scrubber out there, so it will be removing a lot of that pollution. So I think it would be fine to have it right here. We'll get that built up. We do have a little power generation here, but we actually might want to have another power generation, to be completely honest with you, because of how much power we're probably going to be utilizing. With that being said, we're also going to want to get another warehouse up and going so we can store meals in it. I think that would be smart. We actually might want to take potatoes off of that, and maybe we'll just put meals into that. So we have 4 things. So we have meals, vegetables, and then water and tea. So let's take the water and tea off of this, and we're just going to have this be food. And then we're going to make another warehouse here that's just going to be drinks. So I think what it would be good is to have this right here, because this is, where's our food one? Food is right here, so we're going to want drinks relatively close by, and I don't think it's going to be happy. This well isn't going to be happy with us putting this here, but we'll give it a go and we'll see if it all works out okay, because we could put it here. Ooh, we could get 3 fitting in right here. Let's actually do that. Let's nix out the well. We're going to move that well and put a different one elsewhere. We'll get another well out there. And then this frees up a lot of space here, because we could put in 1, 2, 3 right there, and even a 4th actually as well. Warehouse, I mean. So let's grab this. We're going to stick this right here. And this is just our corridor of warehouses. What's going on here? Elevators. Oof, okay. We got too many people utilizing the elevator. We're going to want to get something additional set up here somewhere so that we can get to things. So probably over here we should set up another elevator. We don't have any roads that run right along here until about here, so we could set up a road here, or another elevator right there. So let's grab one of those and we'll set it right here, and then we can take our road and just connect it in like so. But things are getting built here. We have our kitchen up and going there, and we're going to get our warehouse going so we can store our meals there. Our first meal has been made, which is awesome. Looks like it is a direct conversion, so maybe 2 vegetables get 2 meals. And then this is actually for drinks. I'm sorry, I think I might have said this was for food. This is actually for drinks. So we need to put our water and our tea in there. And we don't have any smoothies or good smoothies or anything of like that kind here. No milk. So we should be perfectly fine. So let's take a peek. How is everything coming along over here? I think we're doing just fine. We do need, it looks like we need more peeps on this island. It's already looking like we might have to upgrade. Does it make sense to just put in an apartment? Yeah, I think it makes sense to just put in an apartment rather than upgrading just yet. We have the space for it. And that'll give us a decent amount more people to man some of these operations because we're having a hard time with our peeps and being available. So this is coming along. They're just moving the resources up here. They do have this elevator going now as well, which is awesome because now they can move things from our different locations from our different warehouses up to our space elevator. But yeah, I think it's moving along great. Then we can take a peek here. This is our kitchen, which is now making things, which is perfect. We're getting a ton of meals from it. And this is kitchen number 2. It adds potatoes to meals and increases production. So we could actually increase this by adding potatoes to it, which we really don't have many of. I'll put potatoes in here so that they're there, but I don't think that we're gonna really have that many just yet. So, okay, I'm gonna leave this go. It'll let me know once that is up and running, that space elevator. We're gonna go back to our Mars planet. We have plenty of tools here now because they did get the iron mine up and going. So we should be able to go over to our snow colony, and they have 15 tools, which is perfect. We can get our, what was it called? Our training grounds up and going. And this is for wrestlers, it says. It's just kind of funny that it's for wrestlers. That's what they call them. So we're going to want to stick this somewhere. I don't really want to take that spot up there. So I think ultimately we either put it here and move our water, or we just stick it out here. I do want to put in a scrubber out here though. So actually, you know what? Maybe we'll stick it right here on the corner. And we'll get that built. And so then that should help us against the Minotaur. That keeps running around, causing people to be unhappy. Look at this dude. Just keeps running around. But then I did want to get that scrubber up and going, so let's find that boy really quick. Where was it? Resources. A desolation plant. Produces water and salt from seawater. Oh, can we use this? So we can use this to produce salt and water. Ooh, okay, so this might be cool to use instead of the wells that we've been using. It does cause pollution and unhappiness, but obviously, and then it requires an adjacent ocean. Ooh, okay. I'm 100% on board with that, and we might go back to Earth to actually try that. That could be really, really cool. Now, let's get this scrubber in here. The start on Earth has gone over the first expectation threshold. Your peeps will start to get slightly less happy as their expectations from life have increased. Provide them with better food and drink and other nice things to keep them happy. So we're definitely going to want to put in some fountains and so on and so forth on Earth, on our first island there, the start, to make sure that our peeps keep happy. Now we do have all the resources for our training grounds here. Let's get this going. I mean, our scrubber is getting up and going before we even have that. Oh, maybe it's because we're waiting on potatoes. We probably need a decent amount of potatoes. Oh, we got plenty of potatoes. We got 54 potatoes stored up. We should have everything. I think it's just really moving the resources over here just takes a little bit of time to do. But we'll get there shortly here. I think everything else on this island is actually doing pretty great. We are running a little bit low, or a little bit tight on the amount of peeps that we have. And it does look like the Minotaur has come back. And we do have a whale heading for Venus, which is not good. Alright, cool. So we got the training grounds up and going. We don't have anyone there just yet. We do have one person there. Oh, he's wrestling him. He's taking him on. Yeah, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh yeah, train. Get a little train. Oh, he defeated him. Seriously. Well, I mean, the Minotaur is still kind of there. So I'm a little confused how he defeated him when he's still there. That's pretty funny. Why is this not done? Waiting for more resources. Okay. Well, let's kick it up a couple notches here, I guess. Can we finish this? This scrubber, please? That's pretty cool, though. Alright. Awesome. Well, he's defeated. He's still there. He'll reactivate soon. Delete. Oh, I gotcha. So ultimately, we're unfortunately going to have to deal with that Minotaur on this island. I mean, just going forward. For the foreseeable future, we're going to have to. Which is a little bit of a bummer, but it'll be okay. We'll be fine with it. So now we have that up and going. We should be fine here. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to do. So let's head back to Earth. I know Venus is going to be hit with a space whale relatively soon. Holy smokes. Oh my, I can't even get this into the image here. I can't even fit this onto my screen. That's how... That is insane. Look, oh my gosh. That space elevator is just a massive. Now, how are our peeps doing on happiness? They have slight expectations, I know. And we probably should put a fountain in, which would make the most sense. But that space elevator, holy smokes. Contains 0 of 1,000. 1,000 food. Holy smokes. That is a ton of food that it's going to need. That thing looks insane. I wish we could really get a better picture of it. But unfortunately, just the way that the camera angles work, you can't really get a good shot of it, unfortunately. But you could get a good shot of the base here. But that's about it, unfortunately. Anywho, so what did I want to do? I did want to put in a fountain over here to make these guys happy. And I might have messed up just a little bit here. What else do we have that we could make them happy with? What was this one? What is that? Gadgeteer. Yeah, we've done that. The fuel refinery. We've done all that stuff. Oh, it's on the first tab, right? So we have a meeting square. Allows you to throw parties. Parties make the nearby peeps stop working and come party. Then reset their happiness to maximum. Well, that's kind of cool. We do have a fountain, which we could put a fountain here, which expands to them and them. But unfortunately, we just don't have a good place to really put it where it would hit everyone. Actually, right there would be a pretty good spot. Or right here would be a really, really good spot to put a fountain. But that's okay. We could put one here just to get some of these houses on the end here. Yeah, let's put one there. And then let's get a musician maybe going to boost their happiness. Okay, the whale started to feed on the surface of our world up there, but we don't really have much on that planet, so I'm not too worried. But we'll get those up and going, so hopefully that'll increase the happiness of our guys here, because obviously we want them to not to be in a... We want them to be happy there. Wow, that's going to take a lot to fill up. And I don't even know. I mean, is it 1,000 food every single time? Because that's a lot. I mean, 1,000 food every single time a whale comes around to Earth. I mean, that's a lot of food that we're going to have to be, you know, pumping out to supply to have that done. But I guess we'll just have to kind of wait and see how it goes. We could upgrade the kitchen to be a little bit more automated, but I don't think we need to do that just yet. I don't really know what else we could do right now for this island. I think everything is pretty set in stone. So I guess the last thing before we wrap up the episode here is I'm going to take you to Venus, because I don't believe I showed you this yet. Shown you what I have gotten done on this planet. So as you can see, that last whale attack did not affect our main island here because it went to a different part that we have not discovered yet. But, well, that's actually kind of interesting. We only have one tool store here. Hold on. Let me go to my system view. I set up a supply line. Ooh, look at you can see the whale going off into the distance there. But I set up a supply line for from Earth to Venus, and it should be taking tools there. Oh no, I did not set it up to take tools. That is actually a big miss on my part. This whole time it could have been bringing tools to them, and it was not. So let's make that an addition there. But you can see what I've set it up with. So fuel, gadgets, tools, glass, and some steel. Just some of the essentials, since most of that stuff is being produced on Earth or being sent back to Earth. All the gadgets are being sent back to Earth, as you can see up here. But I set that up here, and I have our spaceport going so they can land with all those goodies. And I did start getting roads set up, as you can see, laying out the land here a little bit, so that we can get some stuff in place here. So we got plenty of areas for houses over here. We're going to get some iron excavation going there, a little bit of iron there. We'll get a power plant set up. We'll probably do a lot of that maybe out this way. I'm planning to put in a decent amount of warehouses here. And then if we're producing tools out here, that would be perfect. And we could always obviously send those resources back to Earth, which would be cool. Like basically have a double supply going on our planet. So we could either have it where Earth will send us 15 tools, and then on the way back we'll send them all the tools that we have. Well, actually, no. I guess realistically what we will want to do is we want to nix out what we have getting from Earth tool-wise, and then just have a reserve on this planet if we're producing tools. But what I really wanted to get set up, which we'll have to wait until the next episode, is a shipwright. I did want to get that up and going on this planet. A shipwright as well as a port, so we could go out, maybe do a little bit of scouting, and hopefully find another island. That would be really nice to see here. And then the thing that I actually was going to do, which we'll probably, again, wait till the next episode, is I had been talking about getting wheat production up and going and getting a mill and so on and so forth. And I did find an area where we can actually do that, and it's this island here. Our next steps, which is our third island on Earth, we can put wheat fields in here. Now, there's only certain blocks that you can put them in on for, you know, whatever reason. This island just happens to be one that you can put wheat fields in on. So I'm thinking maybe we will get some wheat fields set up here. And then on top of those wheat fields, we will also put in place some mills. Where are the mills? Right here. Get a mill to make flour, and then we'll get a baker so we can get some bread going. And then we can distribute that amongst the different islands. Maybe we would even put in one of those, where was it? The refiner, where it takes ocean, it takes the ocean, there you go, ocean water, and it makes water and salt from it, which would be pretty cool. We could get that set up on this island here. We don't have any steel on this island though, so we would need to get that put over here. But this is one of our smaller islands. We didn't put a lot of effort into it, to be completely honest. We got things set up so we could do oil refining, but that was pretty much it. We only have 18 peeps here, so we could really expand on this island and get some additional things going, get some additional resources being made, and have some more peeps populating it. But guys, with that being said, we have hit past our 30-minute mark, so we're going to wrap the episode up there. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below, or better yet, leave me a comment. I love reading through all of your comments. If you're new to the channel, you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and bell notification. It'll let you know every single time a new episode is posted to the channel. I do stream over on Twitch. I have that link in the description as well. Currently, my schedule is Friday afternoons from about 12:30 p.m. till between 4 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is here in the States. So go on and check me out over there. Hit that follow over there, and it'll let you know when I go live. But other than that, guys, thank you for sticking through till the end. I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks. Bye.